You know, when you think of Abu Dhabi, you probably picture these glittering skyscrapers and a world of ancient traditions, all existing side by side. It's a place where some lines are just drawn in the sand. Well, we're going to dive into a story about a love that dared to cross them, a love that challenged the very foundations of culture, faith, and family. And this quote, man, it just nails it. We have this idea that love in this part of the world is supposed to be quiet, careful, wrapped up in rules. But this story? This is about a love that just refused to whisper. It sang, loud and clear.
So what we're talking about here is a relationship that was up against everything. Law, faith, family, you name it. It's about two people trying to figure out how to be together in a world where their connection was seen as a problem, a complication, maybe even an impossibility.
All right, so who are the people at the center of all this? Let's meet them. Theirs was a connection that was as beautiful as it was, well, improbable. I mean, just look at this. On paper, their worlds couldn't be more different. You've got Tessa, a 32-year-old literature teacher, a Christian expat from Britain, and then there's Mohammed, a 29-year-old Emirati maintenance technician, a devout Muslim. Their paths really shouldn't have crossed in the way that they did. So how did these two even meet? Well, it wasn't some big, dramatic movie moment. It was actually really simple. It was at a community literacy class. Tessa was volunteering to teach, and Mohammed was there just helping his colleagues by translating. And that's it. It all started with a simple act of kindness and a shared love for books. A really quiet beginning for a love story that would become anything but. And you have to understand the city they were in. Abu Dhabi is this incredible mosaic of contradictions. You have these massive modern towers right next to traditional markets. You hear the call to prayer and jazz music at the same time. It's a place that really prides itself on being tolerant. But as they were about to find out, there are still some lines you just don't cross. Okay, so their friendship is turning into love. And, you know, people start to notice. And let's just say not everyone was thrilled about it. The whispers and warnings began. So the first warning shot, it doesn't come as a direct threat. It's subtle. It comes to Tessa from her boss at school, and it's all wrapped up in this very professional administrative language. We respect personal freedom, but, and that but is everything. The message is crystal clear. We're watching you, and what you're doing is a complication. But for Mohammed, oh, it was a totally different story. No subtlety here. The warning from his uncle was sharp, direct, and incredibly personal. This wasn't about office politics or complications. This was about his duty, his family, his faith, his very soul. So with all of his pressure coming at them from all sides, what did they do? They chose each other. And Mohammed's words here, they just capture that struggle perfectly. This pull between his deep faith and his love that he feels is just as true, just as real. It's beautiful. Okay, so they decide to stick together, which is incredibly brave. But that choice put them on a collision course with some serious trouble. The stakes were about to get a whole lot higher than just social disapproval. We're talking legal jeopardy. And just like that, their secret, quiet love was about to crash into a reality they couldn't hide from, a reality that couldn't be ignored by their families, their employers, or the law. And boom, everything changes with those 5 words. Because you have to remember, a pregnancy outside of marriage is a crime in the UAE. So for them, an unmarried, interfaith couple, this was a full-blown crisis. This could mean deportation for Tessa and even prison for Mohammed. Their love now had a consequence that was very real and very, very vulnerable. The fallout, it was immediate, and it was black and white. From his side, Mohammed was essentially exiled. His father wouldn't even see him, his uncle basically wrote him off. For Tessa, her job was in danger, but her friends, her community, they rallied around her. So you see, their love was either seen as this shameful thing or as something sacred. There was absolutely no in between. But then something unexpected happens. Instead of being arrested, they get this weirdly practical, off-the-books advice from a police officer. The system didn't want the complication of dealing with them. It was almost like they were saying, look, we prefer order, but we also prefer you to just fix this. Go somewhere else, get married, and make this problem go away. It was a lifeline, but a really fragile one. So they grab onto that lifeline.
It's really their only way out. Their only path forward was to go abroad and make their relationship official. But doing that, well, it was going to cost them pretty much everything they had. And what a journey it was. First, Tessa makes the huge choice to keep her faith, not to convert, which meant they absolutely had to get married outside the country. To even afford it, Muhammad sells his car, Tessa sells her jewelry, drains her savings, all of that just to tackle a mountain of paperwork. Affidavits, translations, medical tests, all for a chance to just be together legally. Can you believe that? After all that sacrifice, all that struggle and fear, it all came down to a 10-minute ceremony in some boring government office. And yeah, it gave them a piece of paper, a legal shield, but it didn't magically fix all the problems waiting for them back home in Abu Dhabi. But you know what? That little piece of paper, it was enough. It was the foundation they needed. It was the key that let them go back home and finally start building a life together, creating this new kind of family that could exist right in between their two worlds. And this is the beautiful result of everything they fought for, the birth of their daughter, Layla. What Muhammad says here is so powerful. It's not about making her choose one side or the other. It's about giving her everything, both heritages, both faiths, so that one day she can choose her own path. So what does their life actually look like now? It's not about compromise, it's about blending. Muhammad starts the day with his prayers, and Tessa reads her psalms. On Fridays, they go to the mosque. On Sundays, they go to the cathedral. They even sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star together, one in English, one in Arabic. They're actively weaving their two lives into one single, beautiful tapestry. So in the end, their love didn't just survive all of this. It faced down exile, legal threats, family rejection, and it actually flourished. It became something stronger. It's like jasmine blooming in the desert winter, this quiet, beautiful, unbreakable thing that proves life can thrive even in the harshest conditions. You know, the poet Rumi has this incredible line about a field that exists beyond all our judgments of right and wrong, a place where we can just meet. Tessa and Muhammad, they fought so hard to build their own little version of that field for their family. And their story kind of leaves us with a question, doesn't it? In a world that's still so full of lines and divisions, where do we find that field today? How do we get there?